first YouTube video take one. So my name is Crystal and I have been keeping chickens since 2018 and quail since 2019. I am starting on my first batch of incubated quail eggs. I order 250 at a time. I do 2 big batches, and then from there I incubate my own eggs. So I sell quail chicks, I sell adults at the end of the season, or if I have extra, I sell quail eggs, I sell quail meat, I sell feeders for reptiles, I sell, excuse me, dispatched birds for training hunting dogs. I am a crazy quail lady. Now, social media is completely new to me. I just recently started posting on Instagram. I do not know how to edit. So I might be a hot mess, but I met a new friend, and she seems to think I have a lot of information that I should be sharing. So that is my goal. And my goal is to start now because this is basically, it's what I do with the quail is cyclin, or however you say it. Sorry, I messed up that word. You know what I mean. But basically, I start with this incubating process and I end with dispatching quail after Halloween. I have dealt with injuries, severe injuries. I have fixed broken quail legs. I have repaired scalped heads. I have given injections to birds. I have stapled a chicken with a vet stapler because it is not easy to care for these animals. You can't just take them to a vet. This is all self-sufficiency. You have to do this in your backyard. And if you're not able to solve that animal's injury or illness, then you also have to know how to dispatch that animal humanely. So I am experienced, not as experienced, I'm sure, as the breeders who breed large amounts, although they may not keep the birds because they may sell them and sell the quail eggs. So they may not sell the chicks, sell the birds. They may not keep them as long as I do. I guess it depends on how they operate. But this is exciting. I'm ready to share information, and I'm starting with my first video, first take. I'm gonna post it. It's a little nerve-wracking, but in a couple days, so these eggs, they already incubated for the proper amount of time on the turner. That egg that you see is not fertile, that's why it's there, and I can't get it off the turner. It's stuck because it's a really big egg. But in a couple days, I would say maybe 1 to 2 days, because I forgot to take them off the turner last night. I was super tired, went to bed and completely forgot. But that's okay. It's no big deal. None of the eggs are pipped yet. I have actually hatched out a quail on the turner because I also keep mountain quail, and I forgot to, or actually I didn't forget, I mistakenly took a wrong egg off and put it in the hatcher, and the bird hatched on the turner, no problem. So it's no big deal if you put your eggs in the incubator a little late. The biggest deal is keeping your incubator closed. So many people want to open it and check on the development of their eggs. That is when you get in trouble. So that's going to be my first tip when it comes to incubating eggs. Temperature, and I have secret tips on that. Humidity, but I will say humidity, the low humidity is bad, but opening your incubator too often is the worst thing you can do. So, I hope to post again. Please bear with me. I hope to share my knowledge, because what you can do with these birds is they can provide you with food, eggs, meat, community, because I've met so many people from doing the birds. Besides quail, I also have laying chickens. I do a couple rounds of meat chickens a year. I also raise a couple turkeys for my family at Thanksgiving. And all of this is me. All of this I have learned on my own, and of course, thanks to the help of Google. So I want to share my experiences with you, because the friend that I met was just in shock when she saw all of the things that I do in my suburban backyard. We have a half acre. I do not live on a farm. And you can, and I will tell you that the quail pay for all of my meat chickens, the feed for them, the feed for the turkeys, the feed for my layers. So basically, it's a lot of work. It is not easy. I will tell you that. Some of it is easy in terms of like daily, but a lot of it is hard. Sorry, my child is bugging me right now. But it's a learning experience, and it will teach you a lot. And not that long ago, our grandparents and great-grandparents were doing this stuff too. So I believe that more people are interested, especially since COVID, with the insecurity that we felt when we went to the grocery store. I had done one round of meat chickens before COVID. COVID came, go to the grocery store, barely any meat except for the leg of lamb that I got, and I felt like I scored big. Second time, no meat. I hop on the internet, order myself some meat chickens, and in a couple weeks, I was processing those birds, and I knew that I could handle it for myself and my family. So it is a good skill to have, even if you don't do it on a regular basis. Just having the knowledge and knowing that you can do it, that is a big thing. And nobody taught me. Like I said, it was Google. I will tell you though, I did have a 1 year into keeping chickens. I had a sick chicken. I had to put her down. First time, it was a horrible experience. I'll tell you more about that another time. Month later, second bird got sick. I was very fortunate that I lived in an area where a mobile poultry vet was. And she no longer does that. She took a job with the federal government. Basically during COVID, she stopped because she had a newborn and did not want to possibly expose her newborn to anything, of course, which every mother would be worried about. So I completely understand. She did answer some questions via text, but I will tell you, she schooled, I'm going to cuss. I cuss like a sailor. She schooled my ass. She came to my house. She was here for about 2 to 3 hours, and she taught me a lot. And the information that I learned from her, I pass on to my bird friends, because there are things that you do not know when you start keeping birds, because it's just not common knowledge. So I do have lots of tips, lots of tricks, lots of knowledge that I plan to share. So that way, if this is something that interests you, you can hopefully do the same thing in your backyard. So thank you for listening. I did not show myself because I am in my pajamas. No makeup and my hair is a mess. But I will at some point. You can see me on some of Cassandra's videos and things on becoming her YouTube channel is Becoming a Farm Girl. And so you can see me there. But for now, since my knowledge when it comes to this stuff is limited, but my knowledge when it comes to the birds is not. So hopefully you'll bear with me because I do have lots of important information. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy, what's today, Tuesday. And I look forward to learning a new skill. All right, bye-bye.